It's a nigga VA. The nigga with the white wife. Got my partner here.
Black Curse.
And my brother from another.
J. Ray, Josh.
First time guest making history in this bitch. Got my nigga Josh over here. How we doing, fellas?
And this is episode 3.
Episode 3.
Episode 1 and 2 haven't came out because I've been bullshitting. So
this is the Garage Talk.
I just want to let the viewers know I've been bullshitting. I ain't been editing.
Welcome to the Garage Talk.
Yeah.
What's been good, fellas?
What you want to get started in?
No, let's see how you niggas been doing. How you been doing this week?
Doing week. First of all, shout out Dolo Entertainment. Little nephew doing his thing in Pasadena, California. CJ, keep grinding, nigga, keep shining. I see you.
How the kids doing?
Doing good, man. 14-year-olds, 2 14-year-olds, going driving nigga crazy. Look at all the damn gray hair nigga got. But it's all good. I got the black dot at the crib.
This guy here. What about you, fam? How Lil been doing?
He's doing good, man. I took him to Urban earlier today. So.
How you do that? Jumping off some shit or what?
Man, he ain't really. He just really wanted to run around.
Waste your damn money. Huh?
Yeah, and then he's very scared, so he'll just sit there and touch stuff, and I'm like, bro, get him out, you know.
How you was this little baby?
My mama said that too. She was like, you scary. So
How old is he?
He 3. He'll be 4 in August.
Man, you took a nigga to Chuck E. Cheese.
Man, I know, right?
He wastes all that money.
Yeah.
Molester City. Don't take your kids to no damn Chuck E. Cheese.
Bro, even there, I be like watching, bro. Like,
what?
I don't play with it.
Hell nah.
But bro, when you go in, they stamp you and the kids so that they can't leave. The kid can't leave without you.
Yeah.
You just supposed to let them do what they want to.
Fuck all that.
Hey, you know, I got some candy for you in the
bathroom.
Yeah, bro. I am not.
Fuck
My kid
outta
is
here.
always. I'm seeing him. Watch it.
Sorry, Chuck E. Cheese. I'm a great fan.
Fuck Chuck E. Cheese.
But I do notice that you guys don't have the fucking ball pit no more.
This guy here.
Or the fucking tunnels, the crawling.
What you need the ball pit for?
The kids love the fucking ball pit.
You know what you need the ball pit
Because if
for.
they in the ball pit, I can see them with the corner of my
I
eye.
enjoyed that as a kid though.
The ball pit?
Hell yeah.
Fuck the ball
Tell niggas piss in the ball pit. But now, what you got to think about this coronavirus shit? You think it's a game?
Oh, that's a motherfucking joke.
Think it's a joke?
Hell yeah.
Come again?
It's a joke. It's a scare tactic, bro.
Okay.
It's a scare tactic. They do this shit every few years. You see it. Ebola. What was it? All these different viruses they come out, bro. That shit just population control and like scare tactics. And that's why you see like it fucks with the economy where people can't even travel because they're scared of the coronavirus. If you notice that, bro, like it's a scare tactic.
You make sense, intelligent young man.
But the only thing, with the Ebola thing,
Mm.
it was scary, but it was predominantly in Africa.
Yeah.
And there were a couple things.
Yeah.
But I've never seen where, like, they canceled NBA games, they canceled colleges.
Yeah.
It's never been to that point.
South by Southwest.
Huh?
South by
Yeah, I know.
Southwest ain't going.
Yeah.
So I think to your point, it is a scare tactic because most people die by the flu anyways.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's something to where
Yeah,
it's
I
affecting
mean, like,
everybody.
let me say this. I think it's a real virus, but it's created. And it's like, they know how to put it in certain areas and shit like that, bro. Like, China is like the big, you gotta think, it can't, and when in China is the most populous country in the world. They have over billions of the people. You gotta knock some of those people off, bro. Because of food and, you know, food is a natural resource. So we probably ain't even gonna have enough food in 10, 20 years because they got so many people. So all that shit play a factor.
What do you know about the Spanish flu in 1918?
I don't know much about it. I don't know nothing about Spanish people, unfortunately.
So in 1918, there was a similar virus. So the coronavirus, flu, malaria, it's all have similar traits.
Yeah.
So what happened was it hit in around the same time.
Yeah.
But when the summer came, it died out because viruses do not like heat.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
kills it. But then when the spring came, a bunch of niggas died.
Yeah.
But it was really from like the secondary sickness.
Yeah.
So like you get the flu, but then you end up getting pneumonia
Uh-huh.
because we don't have antibiotics to fight that.
Yeah.
So I think it is a scare, but I do like the fact that they say black people can't get this shit.
Yeah.
Y'all niggas ain't worried about that shit, huh?
Not at all.
You keep saying that shit. until you get it. And then your ass gonna be worried. You like a nigga that, oh, I ain't worried about death and all that, but until somebody else dies close to your ass or some shit happen. Yeah, until your ass get it, then you gonna be like, man, ain't no damn scared. Man, fuck that shit, bro.
Because statistically, when the 1918 flu came around, 1 out of every 6 people died. So you might have not died, your wife might have died, but somebody you know died.
Nigga, we could be sitting there with that shit right now, don't even know it.
Right.
Like, right now, bro, just sitting, chilling, my nigga, right now. Don't even know it. Like, nah, that shit worries me, but I heard what you saying about that shit, man. I ain't even think on that shit, that level of scare tactics type.
I mean,
that shit makes sense.
You gotta think the media is all scare tactics.
No doubt.
When you watch the news, it's all, I'm just gonna say, they'll show 3 or 4 black men getting out of the car robbing somebody at a nice home.
Right.
It's a scare tactic, bro. It's not, you know what I'm saying? How many of us is actually going to, I'm just gonna say, a Highland Park and robbing white people in that area? Like, the shit not too many, bro. You robbing.
That's not likely.
You know what I'm saying? Crime is really kind of segregated.
Where you at?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, nah, bro, I don't believe that shit. I mean, it's real, but it like, I don't.
Just like, you ain't.
Yeah, I don't.
It ain't no big deal like it.
Yeah.
But I think I'm gonna go with your mindset on that.
Yeah, bro. You don't want to go through life, bro, like being fearful, bro, because then you can't live, because like fear is like a mental thing, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I don't want tonight.
Yeah. Even like if you think about fear, it's like I think fear can kind of get you killed. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause you in that state of mind, bro. But if you go in like, all right, man, whatever go on, I'm gonna be all right. You kind of come out all right, you know.
Nah, yeah, and fear, no fear, and have confidence.
Yeah. So like, I'll be like, man, whatever. I'm like that with a lot of shit.
That shit crazy.
People be looking at me crazy, but I be like, man, I don't even care, bro. Like, I'm gonna live my life, try my best every day. If I go home after doing work or whatever and take care of my family, I can sleep okay. I ain't tripping. You know, that's just how I get down.
Amen to that, brother.
Toast to that, family.
Yeah, buddy. Wait, you got shot in a minute.
Cheers, my brother.
Oh, shout out to Birdfoot coming out with that cheap ass red Moscato. I'm gonna keep drinking it though.
We keep it authentic over here, baby.
Yeah.
I ain't got to buy no $80 bottle of wine. I get the $9 bottle. It still fucking me up the same way.
Right?
Yeah.
Straight up.
What y'all think about that Megan Thee Stallion shit?
What information you got? What you was talking about earlier?
So my biggest thing is, as an artist, you guys being, rappers in the rap game, producing music, you have somebody that allows you and spends money on you to develop, right? So you get to a point to where you need a bigger distribution chain to move your music, right?
Sure.
Even though when you look at like independent artists back in the day, I think the same shit happened with Swisher House. We can get to that later. But she got to a deal to where T. Ferris was making intros to 300 because he knew the white dude was cool with Jay-Z, which would then get a meeting with Roc Nation to get a bigger distribution deal, to get more radio play, more concerts. That's why she went out on tour with Meek Mill and Future.
Yeah.
But from a loyalty perspective, even if you ain't talking to this dude, this dude's eating, like, to pick up a phone call and say, hey, I want to renegotiate my contract. Think if you're an athlete, right? Look at the Dak Prescott situation. He's going through this shit. You're supposed to sit down and talk and not just say, oh, you got these white people coming and telling you, oh, your contract's fucked up.
Yeah.
You need, it's ass backwards. You getting this, you need to renegotiate it.
Right.
I think that could have been handled together because they broke bread together. But then as she rose to fame, it was like, and I understand her mom died, grandma died. She was probably had people in her ear, whoop-de-whoop-whoop. Maybe the Carl dude wasn't really there because he was maybe just an investor making bread off of her.
Yeah.
But the way I look at it, and I understand she don't want to break the contract, she want to restructure it and redo it.
Right.
All right, well, from your perspective as a rapper, she signed that contract in 2000, right? Or was it 2002?
Mm-hmm.
So it's been a while. Is that shit when? So I guess a twofold question. A, do you think she's wrong? And B, as an artist, do you think you should have an interval to where, like, hey, every 5 years it's renegotiated, every 10 years renegotiated? Because I'm tired of hearing upcoming artists saying, "Oh, I didn't know what the contract said."
Yeah.
That's my shit. Like, that's my shit right there. That's why. I understand what you're going through, Maybe you know what I'm saying, nigga offered you 10,000, 15 bands and you took it. But you have an obligation to yourself to read that contract.
Right.
To see what the fuck you getting into.
Yes.
Cause it look all good from watching on TV.
Yes.
Seeing these motherfuckers with chains and on videos and cars. It look good from the TV. But once you get inside the game, it's a totally different ball game. Yeah. So I think, you know what I'm saying, fuck all that renegotiating. Like, you should have read that shit in the first place.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have signed. You should have took that shit around to at least 10 or 15 people and been like, hey, what you think of this? What do you think? What are the flaws in this? To get as much information as you can about your contract before you sign your name on anything. Yeah. Simple. It's that simple. It ain't no. It's that fucking simple, bro.
Yeah.
Read the contract. See what if you don't understand what's going on, we have Google. We have the internet where you can look shit up, and if not, I'm pretty sure you have people that you can go to and they can tell you what this lingo mean, and you can make a decision then. Don't just make a decision off of 15 bands, 10 bands, 20 bands, because that's what you don't have that right now, and 20 bands will get you rocking right now. Like, shit, I got 20. Yeah, that's what you rock, but you ain't thinking long run.
Right.
You thinking right now. Like, niggas,
right.
that's the problem with me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel you, like, bro, niggas can sign up any contract they want to. It's on you to fucking read it.
Yeah.
If you don't read it, that's really, it goes back, it's on you.
Yeah.
It ain't on the nigga that made the contract. He can be doing you dirty all the fuck you. But the first step is to fucking read the contract and see what the fuck is going on.
Yeah. I just have like I'm real simple about it too, cause like I look at it like just being a man and like living. I feel like at the end of the day, the minute somebody give you some money to do something, they control every aspect of it. You know what I'm saying? And I think people look at it like, oh, but I make the music and I'm popping and this, that, and third. But I look at it like, without that $100,000 that they put behind you, will we even know who you are?
Right.
And I feel like even like with negotiations, like a real partnership, in my opinion, is when you come up with half of the money. If you ain't got half of the money, you basically a worker.
Right.
So,
thanks.
You know what I'm saying? So like, don't get it confused. Like, I work a 9 to 5, bro. I signed a contract. I go to work. They pay me. That's the end of the discussion. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really do a whole lot of negotiation because I know I'm the worker. If I'm the owner, then I put up half of my money and they put up half. Then we partnership. But if it ain't no you putting up half of the money or anything like that, it ain't.
You a worker. That's simple, bro. That's simple, bro.
Because from what I saw, she didn't even really, because it was between, because QC, what's the dude? Is it P with QC?
Yeah, P.
He DM'd her
yeah.
and just said, hey, I'd love to sit down with you and talk.
Yeah.
And she never responded. So I think sometimes you got to be careful because the dude that she was real cool with was T. Ferris.
Yeah.
And the mom liked her and they were cool. They thought they were whoop-de-whoop. And he could have been playing both sides of the fence.
They said, bro, they said on the Joe Budden podcast, her contract was a 60-40 split. Where the company got 60% of her revenue, sales, her tour sales, her streams. They got 60% of that, and for studio costs, that had to come out of her 40%. It's a fucked up contract. Don't get me twisted. It's fucked up, but
interesting.
But you didn't read it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was it's in the contract. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, they didn't hide it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just 64. That sounds good to me. Like, and you didn't do nothing further. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's why I'm independent. I ain't got to do all. I ain't fucking with nobody else, bro. Like, I ain't got time. I'm not a worker. I'm my boss, my nigga. Like, fuck all that bullshit telling me how to create my music, when to put music out, when to do it. Like, no, bro. I do it when I want to do it. At my time, at my pace. Fuck what y'all talking about, bro.
Yeah, and I think, like, for me, like, I look at it, too, like, we in a different time era. Like, where people are producing their music on their own and putting it up. So, to me, like, I don't really get the whole vibe of, like, signing to a label. Like, I feel like labels are really kind of going out of style.
For what? Niggas play it out like CDs, bro.
Yeah, because I feel like people are producing music at a very, very low price point.
Right.
Low.
So if you can produce music at a very low price point and you can get, like, a camera and shoot a nice, decent video, I don't really get it. And then people, what is it called? Like when they post it on, they going viral. Man, I don't see the point. Because you're doing all the work before you even get to the
label. That's what me and him
talk
talk about.
Do you feel like, so to that point when you look at it, so I look at the baby, independent, booming, lyrical, smart. He's a boss
of them
of
niggas independent, bro.
But he probably ended up signing a distribution deal or some type of partnership to grow his music.
Yeah.
But let me ask you this. When I look at like other genres of music, like my daughter, shout out to Billie Eilish doing her thing. Mm-hmm. Went to the concert a few months ago. She fucking killed it.
Right.
We don't know what her contract looked like.
Right.
But it sounds like she's happy. She's making money. She's good. She's creative. Do you feel like it's more of a...
I think
more of a race thing.
Go ahead.
Honestly, I don't think it's a race thing. I just think it's the way they culture handle it, and we handle ours differently. We more vocal about our shit. When we see something fucked up wrong, they more. Yeah. They ain't finna go to Twitter. They gonna handle it behind the scenes and talk about it there. Like they gonna. I'm in all, not just music, nigga. Movie. All these niggas getting fucked. It's all, not just music, bro. It's everywhere. But our culture. We vocal about it. Like we gonna hold on, nigga, they fuck it up, fuck these niggas, you know what I'm saying? That's how we get down, you know what I'm saying? Like that's how we let niggas know, like, bro, you fucking up, my nigga, we gonna call you out.
Yeah.
The white people, I think, as they coach, we ain't finna call you out and for the whole world to see this shit. We finna do it behind closed doors.
I agree with that, but then I also look at it too, like, I think to a certain degree, white people don't really have an issue with being a worker. I think they understand you are a worker. I think with African Americans, the way our culture is kind of set up, if you're a rapper making $1 million, you feel like you a boss, but you can be $1 million worker. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's NFL players who are multi-million-dollar workers, $100 millionaire workers, bro, and they can't do certain things. They may say all day long, "Oh, I got $100 million, I can do." No, you can't, because the minute the NBA or NFL say, you can't dress like that. You seen Allen Iverson come in with his chains and look like a rapper, and they had an issue with it. And they like, nah, bro, we paying you multi-million dollars. We want you to dress like this. And you gonna what? You gonna do it.
You gonna do what they say. You looking like the
worker.
Yeah.
You looking like the Dez Bryant situation. Yeah. That nigga basically, in my eyes, he begging to try to get back in the league.
Yeah, bro, because like...
Is that because he didn't take care of his ducats? He take care of his chicken?
Yeah.
Like, exactly. like Marshawn Lynch. Shout out to Beast Mode, too. Shit. Yeah. You gotta save that bread.
Yeah. You gotta save your bread, but then, too, you gotta understand, like, when... I ain't gonna say being a worker is bad, but I'm gonna say that I feel like if you're gonna be a worker, you need to be trying to plot and scheme with your money and make something so you can become a real owner. You know what I'm saying? Because football, entertainment, that shit don't last forever. Nope. Everything is up and down. Our lives are up and down.
Roller coaster.
We have money coming in at one point, then we have money. We dead broke and we fucked up. You know what I'm saying? That's everybody. I don't care how much money you make.
That sound like me every quarter when I get my motherfucking bonus.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this. So then I take a look at another artist who, let's talk about Drake, right?
Yeah.
Found by Houston, Rap-A-Lot Records. Mm-hmm. They knew at the very beginning that this motherfucker was going to be big.
Right.
So they made the intro to Cash Money or Young Money, but they made sure in the contract they still probably eating.
Yeah.
So when you take a look at Drake's deal, him being Jewish, white, still a kid though when he grew up.
Right.
His deal was, hey, you do so many albums, and you leave. So now he has OVO, but I imagine Young Money and Rap-A-Lot is still getting a percentage of what he's bringing.
It ain't. I think with Drake, you can't do that with him because other people we talking about, he been producing for so long, like. He can, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to say, like, he just a different breed, bro. Like, he came from, he didn't just jump in the music business and have to learn. He come from the movie business where he already deal with contracts and entertainment and all this shit. Like, he's a different breed. Like, he making money. Like, I'm pretty sure some deals he done got in, them niggas thought they was fucking him. But he looking at the contract like, you niggas don't really know what's going on, don't know what I'm capable of.
Right.
And I'm going, you think you fucking me, but at the end of this deal, I'm gonna make the more money and I'm gonna be fucking you some type of way and I'm gonna be the boss and you gonna be like that's what he a different breed, bro. Like he a different breed, bro. Like
like I get annoyed with a lot of people because they're like compare themselves to Drake.
No, bro.
And I'd be like,
different. He
one thing that you said that was very interesting is you say you come from a background of white Jewish, right? Who runs the rap game? Jewish people,
right?
So.
Why wouldn't they put him up there?
And
put him in the sides to run the game.
Yeah, it's
Why
just
like
they put him there? It's just like with Eminem. It's like people who are in power. They gonna put people that look like them or somewhat closer to their culture because they wanna. Oh, he's somewhat Jewish and Jewish people are so good. That's why he's running the rap game. And I feel like if you a African American coming from anywhere, you're not gonna be able to get into certain doors that Drake is gonna get into. Based off him being somewhat Jewish.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, I take that into consideration. You know,
shit
like,
real. Shit real out here. Niggas don't understand it.
Yeah, it's
niggas be on the outside looking in, just be talking that shit.
Yeah.
And we still, like, us, we act like, thinking like, we don't know half of the shit. We just, you know what I'm saying? Like, but we know more than most, like.
Yeah.
Like, bro, man, Drake different, my nigga. Like, he on some other shit, bro, like. Because he consistently.
Yeah, and that's another thing too. Like you gotta take into consideration, like if you look at the people like Lil Wayne, Kanye West, Drake is on that level in consistency.
Consistency.
A lot of people are not working that hard. Like a lot of people are not being, and you know what I'm saying. When you work that hard, I'm pretty sure you can renegotiate your contract.
Out of all them niggas you named and shit, goes to who y'all think the greatest, the best rapper ever is to ever rap.
Ever rap?
Ever rap.
Well, you gotta, in my eyes, you gotta break it down. You gotta, I look at storytelling, and then I look at like cypher battle rapping.
Overall.
So if I was to say,
because if you could do that, you can say, okay, let's break down M. He's strong in battle rapping. He's strong in storytelling. Commercial songs not that well. He weak in some places, but over if you add it overall, who you think the greatest rapper to ever rap is?
That's so let's just do top 5, right?
No. Who's the greatest? That's not the question. The question is who you think the greatest rapper. I didn't know my answer.
Who your answer?
My answer, Jay. Hands down.
Jay-Z.
Hands down. Right. Hands down. Overall, hands down, Jay. Yeah. No doubt. Ain't nobody fucking. Jay can do some shit now, put all these niggas to shame right now. Right to this fucking day, bro. Old ass nigga as he is, bro. He can still
almost 50.
He can still get in that hole. M, he got the white people. So anything he drop, it gonna be corny, they gonna flock and he gonna do numbers regardless. But Jay, bro, like I was thinking about that shit the other day, bro. I was like, I can't think of a nigga that's in consistency too. Jay been doing it. He done went through all the decades, bro. All these motherfucking decades and been at least niggas be like, he top 5. He top 5. When he still, he top 5. Like, he ain't never went nowhere, bro. Never. And he's still right now. Who in your top 5? I bet you Jay in that bitch.
He is.
In your top 3? Yeah. I bet he in that bitch. Like, think of that, bro.
I think in longevity speaking, like in my eyes, I think eventually Drake will pass Jay.
No.
Yeah.
From
bro, Jay rap, bro. Niggas, that's what I think niggas really sleeping on. Cause he from up north, and we from down south, and he fast talk. He spitting real fast. Niggas don't understand what he's saying. Like it's, but if you go break them shits down 3 or 4 times and listen to them shits, you be like,
cause we could put on the blueprint right now.
Cause I always thought, bro, on that Renegade track, that M got him. I always thought that shit.
But then you go back and listen to it.
Then I go back and just keep listening, going through the shit I done been through. You know what I'm saying? Through life and shit like that, bro. Jay ate that nigga, bro. Like,
I remember,
hands down, bro.
I remember when we were in high school, we was sleeping on Jay. The only nigga I know that used to rock Jay real hard was Chris Blue.
No, Sam too.
Shout out Sam Bo, Chris Blue, do the thing, Blue Mogul shit.
I ain't start fucking with Jay-Z until my.
But when I went back and I listened to Jay-Z, because when he dropped the Black Album, I was like, damn, this shit gas. And I went back and listened to the Blueprint, and I think we was probably like early 20s, and I was like, fuck, I know what this nigga's saying. Yeah. Still to this day, when I clean, I play, I blast. I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one.
Yeah. I had a conversation with a guy at work the other day, and he was like, NBA YoungBoy, the hottest rapper out right now, woo 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 woo.
Facts.
And I was like, well, music is subjective to me.
Sure.
So like, I was like, you gotta think about like where I'm at mentally. Like Royce the 5'9", my favorite rapper right now. And I was like, but you gotta think I'm 29 years old, damn near 30, and I got a family. So NBA YoungBoy, the content, I can't really rock with, bro. I'm not 18, 19, 30.
Some days I feel like that. I could throw it all like, yeah, I feel like rocking to some, but then you realize, nigga, I'm too old to be.
Yeah, I ain't thugging like that. So like, I never was. So, to be quite honest with, be quite fair with you, I was like, yo, from your point of state of mind and where you at mentally, you may think he the best rapper. You know what I'm saying?
You talk about Royce 5'9". I got one for you.
No, fuck that. Y'all niggas beating around the bush. Who the fuck y'all favorite rapper, the greatest rapper ever? Y'all ain't saying nothing.
Okay, I think my number one is Andre 3000.
I cannot go wrong with that. Only way I would debate you on that is
because he was in the group.
No, it was that too, and he ain't done no solo album,
Right?
and he don't have a lot of body of work to be consistent
Like,
enough.
He has anxiety though.
But other than that,
yeah. But you know who I'd say is my number two, and she kind of got the same issue.
yeah, that's see, I hear people say that, but I can't rock with it because
I don't see it.
I don't have enough body of work.
Yeah.
I just have that Fuji album, and then that, you know what I'm saying. I just have that. Like I don't have enough body of work. I need more body of work.
Then
like
my third would be like Tupac. You know what I'm saying? Then my fourth would be Jay-Z. Then my fifth would probably be like, who's my fifth, man? I don't know, I ain't got a fifth.
But that's all I like Andre, because I always tell niggas like, thinking about Andre, bro.
Yeah.
Out of all the shit that nigga used to wear, how he used to act.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard a nigga come at him on the track?
Nope.
You know why? They don't want that smoke, my nigga.
Bro.
They
Like,
don't want that
when you
smoke,
talk about
bro. Like,
when you talk about criteria, right? In my opinion, if you take Andre 3000 lyrics, bro, his lyrics is crazy to me.
nah, you right, bro. They nuts, bro.
You gotta factor into like,
Yeah, they nuts, bro.
he's a researcher of music, bro. So he incorporating rock, jazz, like crazy. Other rappers, they just rapping, bro. This dude is like for real artist, bro, along with rapping. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like style, delivery. I even like when he like the way it's like every time I hear Andre 3000 verse, the way he ends his verses is always phenomenal. He never. It's like the tail end of it is just.
So you think if Andre, I don't know what happened to Andre, he just like
he has an anxiety problem.
But
Where he got
he
fear.
ain't with the fame though. He ain't like with all this like.
After he had the son with Erykah Badu.
So you think if he would have stayed consistently, I would think he probably would have been the biggest artist to this day probably. If he would have stayed like on this shit, I think he would have been the biggest artist to this day. Not rap artists, like pop. Out of all them niggas, I think he would have been one of the biggest artists to this day.
He would have been he definitely would have been the biggest artist.
My man, but I don't know. It goes back and forth because I would go Drake, number one.
Your favorite rapper
My
ever?
favorite fucking rapper. That
Ever?
Ever.
Okay.
How old are you?
34. Second.
Fuck out of here, nigga. Leave the garage.
Let me finish.
I am.
Second, Scarface.
Okay.
I fucking love Scarface.
I love Scarface.
That's a good pick,
I
actually.
still play his album. That shit.
Shouts out the road. That's who we probably would have.
That shit fucking bring. There's some tracks, bro, that bring me to tears still.
Okay. I'm gonna stop it.
Then restart it.
Alright.
Third, I gotta rock with Jay-Z. I think lyrically, I've never seen nobody go in a booth in like 10, 12 minutes, drop a track 1 or 2 times, and that shit's just golden. So from a mental capacity, like how he can articulate a flow, it's just, and how he like connects his emotional intelligence to both white people and the hood was just fucking crazy.
Yeah.
4, Kendrick Lamar, man. I'm a big Kendrick Lamar fan.
Fuck out of here, bro.
A lot of niggas say
we debate that shit right now.
A lot of niggas say they didn't understand Pimp a Butterfly.
I love Pimp a
But when you go back and you listen to it, and I can like the shit I go through was just like crazy. Because the way I looked at it, he got to a point to where, and I'm gonna break it down for you why I love him so much.
Mm-hmm.
Coming from nigga, I'm a corporate dude.
Right.
Used to be a little hood, but the way Kendrick Lamar flows, he's changed, but he's still got his niggas trying to pull him back in the hood. Because he's developed and he's traveled and he's seen different shit. Right. So I can relate to that so fucking much. Yeah. I'm a corporate dude, I got a family.
Yeah.
But I can make a couple calls and be in the hood tomorrow selling packs.
Right.
And then last, I got to rock with Biggie. I actually like Biggie better than Tupac. Yeah. Because I think Tupac was a facade. Because when he went to fucking acting school with what's her name? Jada Pinkett.
Yeah.
That nigga didn't grow up. If you look and research, besides his mom being a crackhead,
niggas be talking that tough shit when niggas dead. And Pac was sitting in this room, you would be like, nigga, you a facade, nigga. Fuck that. Fuck out of here.
I'm not saying he's not a good rapper, but I think, but I think a lot. So let me ask you this: so if going to an art school, going to an arts mag, they're coming out rapping. Like, when you look at Pac, to me, he wasn't alive enough to really blossom like Biggie, right?
Biggie wasn't alive enough to blossom.
He dropped one album.
Pac had 3 albums, bro. Yeah. Like, what are you talking about?
Lyrically, when I listen to Biggie, that shit was just gas. On the corner of fucking New York, rapping his ass off.
My top 5.
That shit was legitimate.
Man. Fuck all that Kendrick and that Biggie shit and that Drake shit, man. Throw that shit to them young niggas, not Biggie, but like but nah, I can't say that because my top 5 nigga. First is Jay, off of the rip.
Can see that.
Second, I know y'all be like, yeah, Cole, off the rip.
Right.
Cole's a man.
He's good.
Third. Nah, let's take that back with the Cole being the second. Cole being the second.
Cole's young too.
Let's put it where
Cole's younger than Kendrick Lamar.
I just always forget about Andre. Like because there's not enough body of work. But when you think about the shit he done, bro, like Andre, my second, bro.
Yeah.
Third, I will go with him. My fourth. I'm going with Wayne. Yeah. Fuck what y'all talking about. I'm going Wayne.
He say the same shit over and over and over, but it's cool.
In my fifth, I'm going with Cole.
Okay. I can see that.
What about Pimp? Where's Pimp C?
Pimp C? Pretty high to me.
What?
I like Pimp C.
I wish Reggie was on here so we could argue this again. I don't think Pimp C is top 20.
What?
I don't.
I think he was in jail too much.
Yeah.
He didn't have a body of work.
Yeah.
And I think he was more vocal than Boosie is. Like, you give Boosie a camera and a mic, and he's gonna talk shit. He'll give a fuck. I think Pimp C was more worried about being an articulate pimp and doing shit that. Yeah. But when you put him on Players Anthem or anything like that, the UGK album, that nigga was.
He's good.
Go.
He's really good, bro. Like
I just think his rap so kindergarten.
I think I like Pimp. It's a lot of people because there's a lot of people that I think people sleep on, like Norris Barkley. What's his name? CeeLo.
Yeah, nice.
CeeLo is a damn fucking good artist. Like, you know, like can rap his ass off. You know, but to Drake, I heard you mention Drake. I like Drake, but I think Drake is like such a pop star that I really don't put him in the mix of rappers. Like, you know, like I don't. So
he bodied Meek. I think he would have bodied Pusher, but whatever bullshit he blamed that on. You don't think he would have bodied Pusher?
Nope.
So you think he used Jay Prince as an excuse to stop the beef?
No fucking way he would have bodied that nigga.
Hell no.
No way.
He was too
know why he stopped it? Know why he stopped it?
Why?
Because he knew the shit was already over.
He knew it was over.
He knew it was over.
He knew it was gonna get ugly.
That shit he's saying, I'm gonna stop it now. That's just that cleanup. Make it look like my rapper got some heat over
that's the cleanup.
No,
bro.
he's a smart enough man to know. Yeah, bro, he got you. Let's go ahead.
I'm just gonna say,
stop it.
You gotta look at it like,
here, bro.
I look at shit like I'm a good person. I'm not a petty person. I'm not gonna do anything. When you have people who go for the juggler on the first go, you probably shouldn't fuck with them.
That was Pusha.
Pusha is the one. You people like that, bro, it can get ugly because they willing to do any fucking thing to expose you and win. You know, it's like a person in the street. If you weak in the street, bro, you finna get out of there. You know what I'm saying? Like that mentality of the real street dudes who taking over the streets and killing people and don't give a damn. If you a person like, I don't want to go to jail, I don't want to kill nobody, you out of there. Like, and I think with Jay Prince, he kind of saw that, bro. He saw like the mentality, bro. Like,
you know, Drake ain't from the streets.
Yeah,
like,
he know Pusha T to go as far as he went.
He know he'll go further.
He'll go further. And at the end, he's saying, "I'm ready for you." Nah, let's sit back.
Jay Prince.
So you think he had a lot more shit?
Hell yeah, he did.
Pretty sure he did.
Hell yeah, he did.
Pretty sure.
And you can tell, like, even in his interview, he was like, "I don't give a damn about him saying anything about Kanye West. I got him. I'm coming." You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not weak. I'm not taking that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, on to some other shit. Let me tell y'all a good movie that y'all need to watch, bro. Like, they won all them damn Oscars and shit. Parasite. Go watch that shit, bro.
You don't watch it, you reading subtitles.
I was pissed off at first, but the shit is so good, you'll fucking read it, bro. Like, that shit is fucking crazy, bro. Crazy as shit, bro. I was like, I see why this shit won fucking, I see. Like,
Yeah.
It's nuts, bro. Nuts. Swear to God. If y'all get a chance, go check that shit out, bro. That shit'll blow your fucking mind. Blow your fucking mind, bro. You'll be like, what the fuck?
Is it tying to coronavirus?
Nah, bro. Let me give you a little just a
synopsis.
There you go. There you. I didn't know what to say. I was thinking of some shit. Curse. Held a nigga down there. Nah, but alright, this look. I guess a Korean family. They real poor, whatever. But the oldest son, no, the middle. They say he the second oldest. He got a friend that's in college that's been like going to the rich neighborhood and tutoring this little girl, but he got to go off like somewhere else to do it. So he told his friend, he was like, "Hey, you can have this job. I already told him about you. Just go in there and tutor this girl." So he get him to tutor this chick, this other Chinese family, tutor her daughter and shit. So he get in. So the wife of the daughter and shit, she acts like, "Do you know anybody that can like my son? He's just been acting real crazy. I don't know how to control him. You know what I'm saying?" So he run to his sister. "Hey, I need you to act like this." Da 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 da. She hired that nigga. The family, they don't know that they brother and sister, so she hired him. She hired the daughter. So, bam, they got a driver. Oh shit, you know what I'm saying? Something happened to the driver. They set some shit up with her. Something happened to the driver. That family ain't got no driver no more. And then go holler at his pops. "Hey, pops, da 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 da, do this." So he the driver now. Da 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 da. You know, and they got a housekeeper. They do some shit with it. Bitch get sick. Da 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 da. Need a housekeeper now. Go holler at the mama. That whole family, bro, working in these people's house, bro. But these people don't know that
they know each other.
That they know each other, bro. And the lady they got like, the maid they got fired, it's like a little cellar down in the house in the basement, bro. And her husband been staying down there for like 10 years. Cause she been working there for so long. Her husband been staying down there for 10 years and shit like. And they finally find like the people that's like working there, like the other family, they find out. And bro, shit go ham from there, bro. Like, it go, like, I don't want to tell you, boy, I don't want to tell you, shit go ham from there, bro. Like, you like, bro, what the fuck, bro? Like, it's a cold ass movie, bro. I swear
gotta check it out.
Cold ass movie, bro. Like, you'll be watching that shit, you won't stop watching it, bro. You be like, man, I'm reading this shit like a mother. I ain't see what the fuck they said, bro.
Where you see it at? What is on?
Man, I got the
Netflix.
I got the bootleg. I got the bootleg
Netflix,
shit. Right? That shit just came out the movie. I got the bootleg shit. I be watching all types of shit, bro.
Yeah.
But yeah, fool, like, watch that shit, bro. If y'all get a chance, fool, check that shit out, bro. That shit hard as fuck. That shit hard, bro. Like, I was very surprised, man. Very surprised. That shit. Oh man. That shit. Whoever wrote that shit, I was like, that nigga genius.
It was a Korean guy that wrote it.
Yeah.
That nigga genius. Bro.
You know who I think are like the greatest people at film, in my opinion? Asians.
Yeah.
Hold on.
No,
Jordan Peele.
Back that up.
Asians.
Back that up. What they got?
They got a. Damn, I can't think of his name.
Okay.
Nah, hold on. I'm finna look his name up. He like one of the
Have you seen the fucking remake of Candyman? You seen the trailer?
Mm-mm.
That shit look crazy.
I think Jordan Peele is good.
I don't think he's great like everybody.
Get Out?
I don't think
you don't think he's that good?
I think his plots, like was the signs and shit, metaphors and all that shit in the movie, symbolism and all that shit. Yeah. That shit dope. But like the plots of the movie, like they be,
yeah. I think. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I think he cool. To be quite honest with you, to be quite fair, like a lot of black directors, some of them I like, you know what I'm saying? But I think in comparison to like white films and like Asian films, I think they get killed. I think so. I really do.
When you take a look at like, what was it, Lee Daniels that just died?
Lee Daniels?
Was it not Lee Daniels? What was the director?
Oh,
John
Singleton. I like him. I like him.
Great film director.
Great film.
So you're talking about film, let's transition. So I was watching something the other day about, they say comedians die when they put on dresses.
Right.
So you take a look at like Martin Lawrence, everybody. I watched the documentary of Dave Chappelle.
Right.
That was pretty much, in my eyes, the main reason why he they said he flipped out and went to Africa. When he's like, man, I'm not wearing no dress. I'm not doing that.
Right.
When he had one of the greatest probably fucking shows before he came back and did his Netflix episode.
That's not why I think he left.
I think he did leave over that.
I heard he left because he was doing one of them skits up there, and they was saying the N-word or whatever, like in the skit.
Oh.
And he just looked out and saw like the producers in the laughing.
Right.
But he said they wasn't laughing at the joke. They was laughing like at him. You know what I'm saying? He saw like these niggas like fucking racist. You know, they don't give a fuck.
But he did the skit where he was the blind black KKK member.
Comedy, bro.
It's
comedy, dog.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Yeah.
That's what comedy is. Them niggas step out on the edge that niggas that what we won't say and won't do, them niggas will do.
Yeah.
And they make it funny. Like that's comedy, bro. Like I hate when motherfuckers be like, oh man, fuck that. That's if you don't like it, don't fucking listen to it, bro.
Yeah. But
what is that?
Yeah, with John Singleton though. John Singleton, Spike Lee, you know, these guys are like great, you know, but I think in terms me looking at film and like
who your favorite?
Spike Lee.
Spike Lee.
Without a doubt. When I look at film, like one thing I tell people, like you gotta understand the dynamics of how politics work in film. So when you're an African American, if you look at like Spike Lee, when he first came out, he's doing the directing, the editing, the writing, the this. If you take a white person film or an Asian person film, they got 4 or 5 writers. They got a cinematographer. They got like if you're a white director, you're just directing. The writers are doing their thing. You know what I'm saying? It's so many different dynamics that work into it. Now African Americans are starting to get a little bit more writers, and Hollywood is starting to give them a little bit more money. But you gotta think like whites and Asian had a jump start on them. Asian has a long history of doing film. You know what I'm saying? Right. Whites they created, you know, they started it, they founded it, so they have a long history before. Now we starting to get 4 or 5 writers, 2 editors, and the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? It's better to have like 2 set of eyes editing than just one. You know what I'm saying? The content gonna be way more powerful and way more dynamic because you got 2 different mentalities going on.
You think it's more of with Spike Lee, you think there's more of a control factor that he wants to control it because he's used to doing it all? Because he's well connected. Besides the Knicks pissing him off and not letting him go in the employee interest anymore.
Yeah, but like I read Spike Lee books and he'll talk about like for instance he got a white editor. You know he had a white. It was a lot of people that he had to hire because the black film. The film union and the actors and actress unions, they kind of locked black people out of that. So him getting money from a major film company. And he go and look for, I'm just using this for example. It wasn't editors, but it was somebody else, like another factory making films. He go and say, oh, we want, I'm looking for a black editor with a black perspective and this, that, and third to have these set of eyes to work on this film. And it's no black editors in this union. So he can't use the money to pay for it because when they give you the money, you got to pay for people in the union. You know what I'm saying? So he couldn't get certain black people to do certain things, so he had to go with a white person, you know. So it's so many different dynamics and politics to it that I just look at it like we kind of behind on it, you know what I'm saying?
Shit, my favorite black director is Marlon Wayans. You laughing? Y'all niggas laughing.
White Chicks your favorite movie?
White Chick, scary movie. Little Man, scary movie 2. Don't Be a Menace. I can name. Keep going, my niggas. Really. What we doing? The Wayne and Brothers show. We're brothers.
We're happy and we're singing and we're colored. Give me a high five.
Nigga
Alright, great. Studio guys.
Nigga ain't fucking with Marlon Wayans. Nigga, fuck with y'all.
I like them.
I'll fuck with y'all. I fuck with that.
I like them, man. I like them.
Nah, I fuck with them,
Yeah,
but it's not
I like
ain't my
them.
favorite.
I like all the black filmmakers, man. Like I had read a book. It was like 100 African American filmmakers, and man, it was like a lot of people. You know the guy that's in a Menace to Society. He be like, you know, you done fucked up, don't you?
Yeah.
I didn't know bro was a director. He did all this different shit.
Wow.
Like he was a major player in like pushing black film culture forward, and you wouldn't even know it. It was a dude I had seen on the I like The Office, the TV show.
Okay.
Funny as shit.
It's a black dude. He was the what is it called? Human resource guy. He's like a light skinned guy with hair, like a little bit of hair. Whatever.
Right.
Bald head nigga. Kind of big lips.
Nah, he
Not to do the hot tub time machine.
Nah, he came on for like 1 or 2 shows. If you really watch The Office. But anyway, I kind of somehow because I when I watch certain things that I like, I buy the DVD. And I watch like the behind the scenes and like what's it called? Like when people talk through, like tell you what scenes are going on, what's going on in the film.
Yeah.
And it was a dude in there, the black dude. He just had like a little short role, whatever, for a couple episodes. And this dude was like amazing. Like once you give me a name, I go do my research.
Look him up.
And then bro was like major. Even like Issa Rae, he got her like put on. He got like a lot of people in black film in Hollywood put on, and I didn't even. You would just think like, oh, he only on for a couple like episodes, and it'd be like, nah, bro, really
doing some shit.
You really doing some shit. It was people like that in The Wire. That, you know what I'm saying? It'd be like a lot of people.
That was a fucking show.
Yeah, you know, I'd be a lot of people. I'd be like, dang, bro, like.
Hey, speaking of shows, my bad, you cut you off. I know you was finishing that. Speaking of shows, switch it up here.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all niggas watch porn, don't y'all?
Yes.
Y'all niggas watch porn?
Sometimes.
Look at this nigga here.
Creep.
You watch porn?
Yeah.
Alright, I watch porn. Yeah, hold up. Do y'all watch it with y'all chicks? Or do y'all sneak and watch it when your chick not around?
When my chick is not around.
Your chick not around, what you do?
Chick's not around.
Chick not around? Interesting.
That's because you got a white wife, dog.
VA the nigga with the white wife. Hey. If I put on porn without my wife and she find out,
yeah,
she upset, nigga. Bad. Like, why you watching porn? Like,
yeah.
So let me ask you: when y'all watch porn together, is it like black on white, girl on girl?
You
I
know
like
big black cock.
What you like? Bukkake?
huh?
Mad Dingo.
I like a compilation. Just fat ass booties that you just get fucked. That's what I be on. That type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Like straight up. I don't know, but that shit thorough. Like,
Yeah.
so y'all don't watch porn with the chicks? Like,
Nah,
No.
so y'all chicks get mad if they catch you watching porn?
never got caught.
No.
Hey, when you go home tonight, ask your wife.
Shout out to the wifey.
Ask your wife. Can we watch some porn together and see what she say?
Yeah.
What do you think she say? She say why?
Think so?
Maybe. I'll try.
I kind of feel awkward.
Huh?
Kind of feel awkward.
What?
Asking.
Accent.
So your girl, African American, right?
Yes.
Your white wife.
VA nigga with the white wife.
Hey, J.A., I ain't Mexican, but I got a Mexican wife. So you got 3 different ethnicity groups.
Yeah.
I got the crazy Latina, which V saw last weekend.
Yeah.
He got the laid back white wife. Shout out to my mom. She's white. So I know how that rolls. You got the
My girl is a chill black woman.
chill black woman, which they ain't that chill.
Oh, she pretty chill actually.
She's real chill.
Very chill. Very surprising.
But I think it's just different perspectives of.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this: when did you? So y'all watch? Like, how did you start watching porn together? You just
Shit.
came home one day and said, "Hey, babe, I want to watch this flick."
Oh, nigga, when we like doing foreplay and we fucking or something, hey, you want to watch some porn? Or we on filmed ourselves fucking and we watch that shit.
Yeah.
Oh, nigga, we be getting in the bag. We get in the bag, my nigga. Like,
Yeah.
we hey, yeah, wifey be on some shit, bro. Like,
Yeah.
So you like popped the DVD in, or was it like on the phone?
Nigga, you got DVDs, nigga?
I got a PS4.
But you got a DVD? Hell no, boy. What the fuck?
Shout out to my uncle when I first found porn, 5th grade. He had a box full of DVDs.
But, you know, it's crazy because, like, for me, I really didn't watch porn until, like, I got older.
What?
Yeah. Like, even, like, it'd be funny. Like, I would see, like, as a kid throughout, I would see, like, but, like, as far as, like, me personally, like, going to watch porn.
2nd grade. I knew where my daddy's stash was. As soon as that nigga was gone, nigga, I'm in that hole putting them hoes in, knew where that bitch was at, so I can rewind it back to where that bitch was and everything, nigga.
With the lotion in the
I wasn't even, nigga, I was in the 3rd grade, nigga.
But it was crazy because, like, even one day I had a partner. When I first moved down here or whatever, I had a friend just pop up in my house. We played football together. And he was like, he came over, whatever. I was like, oh, that's my friend, came through. We chopping it up. He's like, where your flicks at, nigga?
Oh my god. That's the type of nigga I can't fuck with.
And I was like, bro, I have absolutely no flicks. Like, I was like, I couldn't even give you nothing I don't have. Like, you know what I'm saying?
My college roommate was like that, bro.
Yeah.
Frenchie. Shout out to Frenchie. Say, my nigga, when we came to school, that nigga came to school, he had his own bag of flicks. BBC, like ebony. That's all he had. One day, my nigga, like, he be in this house stroking this shit. Like,
Oh, my God.
he be wait, hey, V, you leaving? I be like, yeah, nigga. He be like, shit, just knock on the door before you come back. So one day, nigga, I ain't think he was in there. Like, I'm just going to the room, nigga. My nigga, I open the door. As soon as I open that door, he on the front of the bed. As soon as I open, he say, come up, my nigga, come up. I was like, yes, what the fuck you doing?
He didn't put no towel or tie on the floor.
Yeah.
Nothing, bro.
That had no lock.
Yes, my key, I just, well, I don't know what he hear that hole. He was in the moment. I don't know, my nigga, but
Man.
he was stroking this shit like a motherfucker, bro. Like,
Did you let him finish, or did you like?
Yes, nigga, I closed the door
I'll be
and
back
left.
in 20 minutes, though.
Went down the road in the room and told them niggas, bro, I just caught Frenchie stroking this shit, my nigga.
Creepy, bro. I had, like, when I was in college, I had, like, some close calls with, like, me and my first girlfriend, like, doing something, like, I'd be like, yeah.
Hold on, back up. Your first girlfriend was in college?
Yeah. I wasn't, like, a ladies dude, man.
What?
Never. I only had 3 girlfriends in my life.
You serious?
Dead ass. 3 girlfriends.
So when did you lose your virginity?
I was, like, 21. No, let me say this. I got head when I was, like, 18 or 19. And then I didn't penetrate a girl until 21. My first girl.
You hear what this nigga? This nigga said penetrate. I fucks with curse. I fucks with him. I swear to God, I do. I fucks.
My nigga.
I fucks with the guy. Oh my God.
Shout out to my babysitter. I was 12, 6th grade,
Hey.
white chick. I didn't even know I could come. But that shit was amazing.
Yeah, bro.
It was in Houston.
14 Shaniqua.
Yeah.
Buckingham Apartments on the side of the building. Cars passing by, we
Well,
stopped.
you would say her name. You ain't right for that one.
I don't think she nobody. It's a lot of Shaniquas out here. It's a lot of Shaniquas out here. No.
21. That nigga bought tobacco
So
before he fucked a chick.
all right. So
I drank before I ever had sex.
you eat pussy?
Yeah.
3 times, V.
You enjoy it?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yes.
My nigga. What about you, Josh?
Nigga, you know I eat pussy.
You enjoy it?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
You eat booty too?
No. Come on.
You never licked the booty before?
No.
You licked the booty before?
Hell yeah.
You licked the booty?
Yeah.
No, I say, I'm in the club, my nigga. Only my white booty, though.
Only white booty.
Only white booty.
I never
bro.
licked no unoccupied booty.
Like, I
never
remember one
touched
time
it.
we had a conversation when I worked at my old job, and they was all talking about how they all called it STD, and I was like, that happened. I was like, I never called it STD. I was like, the only time I ever not word to word was with the girl I'm with now, and that's who I have a kid with.
Nigga,
I was
like, what?
Yeah, they was like, oh, you just ain't did enough fucking in your life, and I was like, true. You know what I'm saying? But I was like,
You talking about true?
yeah, I was like, I just can't see myself like not using a rubber with a random chick or like I couldn't do
So
it.
when'd you move to Dallas?
I moved to Dallas. I went to high school in Dallas.
Where'd you go?
I went to John Horn. Mesquite.
So you went to Mesquite. You
Yeah,
graduated.
And then I graduated. I went to Southern Illinois University in Edwardsville for like 2 years. Then my mom was like, "Come on, because you wasting my money." Mm-hmm. So I came back home and I started going to school or whatever. That was it.
You had all those freaky Mesquite hoes at Horn.
Yeah.
And you didn't get no ass.
I didn't say that. Mesquite girls.
I went to
Mesquite hoes. Hey, I grew up in Mesquite until I went to Woodrow.
Generalizing all Mesquite girls.
Yeah, I went to Poteet for 2 years at first.
In the late '90s, early 2000s.
Yeah.
You had a little bit of meth. You was fucking a Mesquite girl.
Oh my gosh.
Bad.
But I went to Poteet for 2 years.
Okay.
And they called it Hoti because they say the chicks was, but it was like for me, I just played sports and chill. I was really like a loner, but I played sports and chill. And play video games.
I don't knock you, bro. That's
so
good.
What you niggas if y'all niggas walking with your chick, like y'all walking with the chick, say y'all in Walmart walking with the chick,
right?
Badass bitch walking in front of you. How do you look at that chick? How do you look at that chick without your chick knowing, or without your chick caring? Do you look at the chick? Do you try to sneak a glance? What you do? Like what?
Do I have glasses on? Is it summertime or is it winter?
I don't know. Whatever you want it to be.
Yeah.
Sir, I'm laser focused on my kids. Shout out. Now, if she wearing something crazy, I'll do like, babe, what the hell wearing over there? You see that shit?
Yeah. That's my play every time.
Just so I can look.
That's my play every time.
Like, damn.
If she not wearing nothing crazy, she got a fat ass. Damn, babe, look at her ass. So both of us looking, so I really can't get in trouble. Yeah. That's my play.
I really don't pay like. I try to like. I'm big on this. Even like I remember with me, I'm just gonna use this story. Like I took a girl on a date before, and it was a waitress. She was fine, but if I'm with a girl, I like to focus strictly like on you. Nothing in the world kind of matters.
Hey, check your DM out of this pod. Bitch is gonna be on your. Bitch is gonna be in your DM.
No, for real though. Like that's how.
Say he focus on. Fuck all that other.
Yeah, like I really focused. And she was like, so.
him, baby.
Yeah, like some girl was like, and it became like an issue. You know what I'm saying? I stopped talking to her like shortly after that, but she was like, so what you think of her?
You think it's?
Nah, we good.
Okay.
She was like, what you think of her? I was like, it don't even matter. Like, baby, I'm focused on you type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, whoop, whoop, whoop. And it came like an issue, bro. It was like our first or second date. And I was just like, God damn, like, I'm trying to show up for you and shit, and you keep bringing up old girl. Like, I'm not finna go to the house with her. I'm gonna go to the house with you. You know what I'm saying? So, that's how it
She might have been trying to bring a chick with, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know.
So you never had a threesome?
Hell no.
Anyway, you know what I'm saying?
Well, we're gonna have to wrap it up soon because both of them about to die. But anyway.
How much time? 10 minutes?
It ain't probably talking to God. But anyway, that's why I was talking to my friend. He's like super pro black, very conscious, and we was talking about it. And I was like, it's some things in Republicans that I always believed in the Republic's business perception or economic. I don't believe in the trickle down theory. That's like a bullshit theory to me. But like when you talk about manufacturing jobs,
right?
I work in a manufacturing job. I know how privatization and all of that, how that works. I feel like it's better to work because growing up, my mom and my family would tell me go work for the government. But government jobs don't give you bonuses. Those bonuses be nice. You know what I'm saying? That helps your family out. So like privatization, like manufacturing, I do believe that you should be bringing a lot of more manufacturing jobs because that's the bedrock of the economic system in America. Even if you look at Detroit ain't what it is because of manufacturing went out. That's why it's what it is. So right. I think from that point of view, I've always valued that, and I definitely don't believe in the even in pro black and very conscious people. They talk about the state people being dependent on the state. We don't really rock with that. We don't rock with being reliant on the government to take care of you and your family. So I agree with that too. So it's some things that I do, but one thing I don't believe in with I can't call myself a black conservative because the root word in conservatism is conserve. If you're African American, what are you conserving? Because you're not the owners, you're not the producers. you're pretty much the workers. You want to conserve being a worker for the rest of your life? Do you want to conserve some of these racist ideas that Republicans have? So it's some things that I agree with Republicans, but it's a lot of them that I don't.
No, I guess it's the way I look at it. When I look at democracy and I say, hey, and I look at the welfare system, and we look at, like, to me, it was put in place to keep us down as African Americans, minorities, right?
True.
So I have a nonprofit with, shout out to Dacry Wilson, OperationPushFoundation.org,
right,
to where we basically, once a year, we give bikes to Humphrey Lee Elementary and another school in Oak Cliff.
Right.
For kids that have A and B honor roll or perfect attendance.
True.
And then we also we fed 100 families in Thanksgiving.
Right.
Out of those 100 families we fed the last 3 years, 80% of them were Hispanic.
Okay.
The way I look at it is being married to an Hispanic woman. I'm not Hispanic, but my kids are Hispanic. So I understand that culture really well.
Right.
They're not lining up at the welfare line, getting assistance.
True.
Not some of them are, but not all of them, because a lot of them are illegal and they're scared they're going to get deported.
Right.
But a lot of them will live together. They'll save. They'll do with what Asians do, right?
Right.
Like, hey, we'll invest our money in your business. You get on. We'll work for you.
Sure.
When that shit turns on, we'll do that.
Right.
When I look at us as African Americans, I see envy. I see greed. Back in the day, B could tell you, like, we had a group of us that we were really, really close, but outside of that, we just didn't trust certain people.
Sure.
Because you'd have $1,000 on the table. You go to the store, you come back, and maybe like $700 be there. Right. So at the end of the day, I think us being so dependent on welfare has jaded us. And like when you go down to the welfare office and you have to renew your Section 8 voucher, your food stamps, they're almost coaching you.
Like, you can't have a man in the house.
Like, hey, you can't have a man, you can't work, get a cash job. Well, dude, what minimum wage is $15-17 an hour. Right. I know tellers at the bank making $20 an hour.
Right.
And that's anything anybody can do.
Yeah.
So it's almost like that you do that to where it jades us. So when I look at it, I want to keep my money. So when I look and I see that, and I go to Walmart or I go to Winco and I go shopping, and I see 5 baskets of food and food stamps, and I was a food stamp kid growing up, and I still get some. I still buy food stamps sometimes. Shout out to the EBT sellers out there. But at the end of the day, I'm like, we have to find a way to fix that, because as a community, we should have a sustained job to where...
Yeah, of course.
Unless you're disabled, you have an illness, like my father. So that's how I look at it. But at the end of the day, they're both lying.
Yeah.
But when I look at what the democracy has done versus Republicans, the economy's good. In my market, real estate is really good to me. Yeah. So I have to have the values in the properties we look at financing. Right. So at the end of the day, when I go and I look at the polls and I listen to both of them, they both feed bullshit. You just got to look at which bullshit you want to side with.
I mean, politics is always very personal, very subjective to who you are. Like I had told a guy one day at work or whatever, and I was like, "Who do you vote for?" He was like, "Trump," and he was like, "Who do you vote for?" I was like, "Such and such." And so we was talking about it or whatever, and I was like, "Look at it like this." I was like, the way he was telling me his views and what he thought, I was like, I disagree with you on a lot of things, but I said at the end of the day, you're a white male with no kids, so I can understand how your point of view, your politics is gonna be totally different from me, an African American male with a family.
Right.
When I see cops killing African American males, I have an African American son. So, of course, I'm going to support the Black Lives Matter movement. Because I'm black and my family is black. I don't want my son to get shot over... That's all this should be. Yeah.
Nothing else should matter. Like,
yeah.
Whatever your views is with money and I get that's bullshit.
Yeah.
Nigga, like, people out here fucking dying. Like, fuck that money shit, bro. That's bullshit. Like... Nah, that's lame. Like, nah. That's,
no. But so money's bullshit, right?
Yeah.
So when you look at,
I don't agree.
So when you look at 87% of the U.S. is owned by white America.
Right.
So when I look at that, it's generational wealth, right?
Right.
So I own a home. You own a home.
Not
when you become an own homer, so if I were to die in the next 10 to 20 years, and I left my kids my house and it's paid off free and clear, they have what I call generation wealth. If my siblings live in Section 8 and they don't have anything, even though my kids might blow the money, but hopefully I was a stewardess and I showed them like how to budget and spend money.
Exactly.
That they have something to live with, because when my mom and my dad didn't leave me shit. But I'm trying to break the cycle because money's not everything.
Why didn't they leave you shit? Why? You ain't never asked the why. You always just, they didn't never do the people like they in this. Why are they in these situations? People just general. Why are people stuck on Section 8? Why people don't have general? Why? They put us in this situation, so you can't really blame them.
But how do you break the fucking cycle?
Bro, you not by blaming,
I'm not blaming anybody.
Bro, that's what it sounds like, bro. It sounds like you blaming.
I'm not blaming anybody. But at the end of the day, you can only control your circle, your family. You can control. I can control my family. So when I look at it and I started rock bottom, just like we all did, how can I break the cycle?
I mean, I love history because history tells you what not to do to change, to evolve as people.
Right.
All of us. So you can look at things that your parents did and you can say, man, they didn't save money. I gotta save money. It's something that simple as, it's like I'm not really blaming my mother or my father wasn't really there, but my mother, my mom done a phenomenal job. She still is, you know what I'm saying? That wealth that you're talking about, she does things now that is like, God, you know what I'm saying? Like I can't really where she did, I gotta go further than that.
Exactly.
She owned property, so I gotta go further than one property. I gotta own more than two because she got two pieces of property. You know what I'm saying? So like I look at stuff like that, but it's going based off of the history. Whatever your history is, you know what I'm saying? You can look at your parents. It's not you judging them. It's not you talking down on them. It's just basically saying that, hey, my parents didn't save money. My parents didn't have nothing. So I got to make sure my kids have that. You know what I'm saying? Or just to, you got to work harder because you know you don't want it to be there. You don't want it. If 20 years from now you didn't exceed your parents, then it's kind of like, what was you really here on earth for? You know what I'm saying? And I'm not trying to be.
No doubt. I ain't tripping.
I ain't trying to be negative about it, but I'm just saying like you gotta evolve the family.
I always tell my son, be better than me. When you supposed to be better than me, whatever I'm doing, you supposed to be 10 times better than me, bro. Be better than me. All right, bro. Like, bro, I hear what you're saying, because I agree with that. Yeah, some Republicans do have good views and shit like that. I just feel the way that we do shit, bro. Like,
the rich get richer.
But no, not even that, bro. Like, niggas always talking about, well, let's fix the system and do this. How are we fixing the system and we doing the same shit we've been doing for 100 years, voting for Republicans and Democrats? How is that fixing it? That ain't doing shit. So why are we still voting? Niggas jump on me like, vote. Nigga, y'all doing the same shit y'all been doing for 100 years and y'all repeat the same shit. We need to fix the system and we gonna go vote for this person and this person. Ain't changing shit. And still complaining. But you steady fucking going to the ballots and voting and they steady separating and doing. It makes no sense to me. That's all I'm saying, bro. Like, when you wanna, bro, it shouldn't be a party. It should just be whoever got the best views for the whole fucking country and everybody else, bro. Not for, cause you got money and these niggas don't got money. This is good for me and not, fuck that.
But
bro.
You gotta understand how, like for me, I understand how politics work. Politics is based off the economic, like economics is the bottom.
No doubt, bro.
It set precedence in any country you can think of. If your economics isn't right, you're gonna have a third world country. If your economics is properly set up, it's gonna be good. So like for me, I look at it like the politicians and whatever views they have, people are really paying them for these ideas. You have think tanks in Washington D.C. that's basically paying professors to put a point of view across. Stop people from smoking cigarettes because we're trying to bring out vapors or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like it's so much money being.
Everybody have an agenda.
Yeah, it has an agenda.
It'll never be fixed because everybody got their own fucking agenda.
But it goes back to being in the hood, right?
Yeah.
So when back in the day when whoever you did your dirt.
Yeah.
I can say when I did stuff I wasn't honest with. When I didn't with a certain genre of individuals, a certain ethnic group, it was like, when we go in here, you get what you get.
Yeah.
And you keep.
Yeah.
But when I did it with another group, it was like we went back to their house and we broke bread together and we split it equally.
Yeah.
So to me, that's the same fucking mentality in politics.
Yeah. But it's
like you scratch my back, I scratch your back,
the
right?
reason, but why would the group that you go do that will go get everything and say everything? Because the mentality is like that. They have put that mentality where we don't have and we gotta scratch and survive for whatever we get. Right. The white boys don't have to do that. They don't care about spending because they already have. They don't care about, I can give you the PS because I got one at the crib.
Right.
But if us three niggas, we don't have a PlayStation, we fighting over the PlayStation, bro. Like, that's the difference, bro. Like, you saying, yeah, the reason they do it and they don't care and they gonna split it up because they already have. Yeah. The niggas that you fucking with that don't have, we fighting to survive for the next fucking day.
What about Hispanics?
Bro, it ain't
different. You can't really compare.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
I've been mixing with every ethnicity group.
It's deeper than that,
bro. Like fuck that. That's bro. We gotta survive, nigga. That's what's taught from an early age, from when we fucking put in this word that we have to survive no matter what, even against our own people. We have to survive.
All right, so I get that. So I get that down.
Nah, bro.
So we gotta survive, right? So we all got kids, right?
You gotta take care.
I don't take my kids to East Dallas, South Dallas. Right. I don't even like taking them to my mom's house in McKinney because my sister's crazy.
Right.
I'm not sure about you. I'm not sure about taking the kids to the hood because I don't want them. I want them to know where they're from.
I said I had a different girl, but go ahead.
But I don't want them to know that. Like I want them to see that, but I want them to be better than me.
Yeah.
So all I'm saying is when I got older and I started making money, I was like, man, I have to find a way to break a cycle.
Yeah.
And sometimes my daughter, shout out to my 14-year-old, she gets on my nerves because she acts like a little white girl. But at the end of the day, when I look at the way society is now, if she was hood in the streets, hanging out with dope boys doing shit, I would feel more.
Well, and you know why?
I would feel more
why you feel like that? Because America has put it on people that come from the hood act this way and do that type of thing. But you don't care that if your kid around some white people, but they popping oxys. They doing Molly. They popping all. You don't care about that.
No, I would care.
But it's okay for her to be in a private neighborhood, in a rich neighborhood where they get access to that shit, where they got it in the cabinets. They can just give it out for free. We ain't got. Yeah. It's okay.
But that doesn't mean that she does it.
No. But so that doesn't mean that she in the hood and she fucking with some hood dudes that she out doing hood shit. Yeah. She just might be fucking with some hood dudes that stay in the hood.
Yeah. But
like that's what I'm like. You ain't like that's what I'm saying. Like bro, like. We don't care about our kids being in a private school and going to these white parties where they have fucking bowls where they just steal from their parents' house and pour all the shit in a bowl and you go to the party and just pick what the fuck you want to do. Right. That's cool. That's okay.
That's cool.
But it's cool in your eyes because she around some white people and they got money and it's safe and it's not fucking safe, bro.
I don't maybe misconstrue what I was telling you. That's like you. So do you take your kids to the hood?
Bro, I tell them, bro, I when I do take them, I take them to Jeffrey House, my mama house, I say, bro, I'm not gonna bring y'all here on a consistent basis. You know why? Cause the hood is fun. The hood is where when kids go to the hood, especially like my son age 12 to Lily age, when you go to the hood, what do you see? You see kids from 5 to 13 doing what the fuck they wanna do in the streets. What kid don't want that freedom?
It's the same thing with white kids.
Right.
But it's in
white kids. The dad travels because he owns a business. Mom's getting drunk, drinking wine. Shout out to Barefoot. Or she's fucking the gardener or whatever, and they in the cabinet. So it's the same situation.
No, it's the circumstances totally fucking different. I might be living in a 1-bedroom apartment with fucking 5 people.
Right.
You living in a 10-bedroom in the house with fucking, and what you really complain because your pops my pops ain't never been here.
Right.
My mama on crack. My mama ain't got a job. She don't. You doing pretty well, but the situations are too. No, it's not the same. No, the problem is shit. Yes, the general, but the situations are totally fucking different, bro.
But you know,
totally different, bro.
My take on it too is like, I can understand how a person may feel safer with white people than going to African Americans.
No doubt.
But even though it's
not accurate.
Even with that context, right? Of where if she go if your daughter go hang out with some street dudes and they in the streets, they really in the streets, they thugging. You got to worry about, man, the police kicking in because they black and knowing they selling dope, and you know in this in this high crime area, people are getting taken down for any of like a blunt in the car, like any little thing they're getting handcuffed and taken to jail. But in this white environment, they may be doing that. They may have as much drugs as the black area have.
Okay, I want to hear what you're going.
But at the end of the day, you don't have that risk of cops running in, shooting because they don't know if they got guns. It's a lot more safe.
It's a different situation.
Yeah.
But if me or you get caught in a white party with drugs, we in trouble.
Yeah. But you got
because they got the lawyers and shit to get them off. We don't have. They gonna throw us to the wolves, bro.
Yeah.
It's they gonna throw us to the wolves,
yeah.
Regardless if we in the hood doing this or out there doing it. They throwing us to the.
But you got to take into consideration too. Like me and this dude at work was talking about because he went to Bishop Lynch,
private school,
private white, yeah,
in the Grove.
Yeah. So I was talking to him. He was like, those white kids up there. He's like, they got just as much drugs as any of us.
Right.
Like,
they got bread to buy it.
Yeah, he was like, they got lit. Like, he was like, when you go to the house, he's like, but
cabinets, open bars.
That's like Lakewood was.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and just think, you would want your, like, just think, bro, it's okay for your daughter to be, just think of the parties that we used to go to and, like, drinking and getting fucked up. It's fine because she around some rich white folks. Bro, she can get date raped because white boys are crazy too. She can do all type of shit. Yeah. And then what? Like you, now you up in harm.
Yeah.
No. I don't. At the end of the day, you can look at it both ways.
Yeah.
But
that's every fucking right.
But every fucking body I look at, like, there's no way I got 4 daughters. There's no way you could sit here and you could say, if Lily said, "Hey, Dad, I want to go to a party in Forney," you'd be like, hold on, let me finish.
No, I know where you're going.
Can you help me? Can you let me finish?
No, I know where you're going.
Let me fucking finish.
You're right.
Let me finish.
No, you're totally right.
Lily
said she want to go to a party in Forney. Yes, I'm going to fucking let her go. She said she want to go to a party in South Dallas. No.
Why is that?
Because the way they portray us, the way they portray the hood, the way they portray us and make us, like he was going to saying earlier, they put everything on TV as us robbing or doing something bad.
But if the media's put it on TV, that's fiction, right? So why would her going to the hood have to decide if she's going to Forney? That when you say they portraying black people as being wrong, her going to the hood and that's the media doing that. Black people are cool, right? That's like when I had a conversation with Sam.
Yes.
And Samaya like, I want to go to East Dallas. I'm going to go to Projects and hang out, go to the party. Hell no. But I imagine if she had said, hey, I'm going to Lakewood to Christina's house to hang out.
It's a little different.
It's just what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that we know what goes on in both places, right?
Right.
Yeah. I could go charge up a white dude and say, man,
that's my daughter. You thinking wrong. Why you think you can go charge up a white because he white?
But I'm gonna go charge up a black dude too. But you won't know what the
come out your mouth first. That came out your mouth after you said that to retract from what you were saying.
So let me finish what I'm saying.
Like let me finish. As a white dude, I can go do what I want to do because I'm a hood nigga. That nigga pull some UFC out on your ass and your ass on World Star. You ain't gonna be doing that type of shit.
I was already on World Star for last
weekend, bro.
But back to my first question that you cut me off with. If your daughter asked you,
I told you.
You would say you would let her go to the party at Forney,
bro.
With the white people.
Bro, I am cautious to both, bro. Because I know what goes on there, bro. One ain't no better than the other. Like, I know what... I'm telling my daughter, bro, like, be fucking careful. Use your instinct. Because all I'm thinking is, bro, I hope I raised you right to make the right decision when you go out in this world. Because I can't control where the fuck you going and where you going to go. I hope I raised you right and told you enough advice and hope you make the right decision when you go off into this world and do shit. Like, I mean, like, that's all I can hope for as a father, as a parent, that I raised you right. Because eventually, you going to go to these different places and these shits don't come up in front of you that you have to make decisions. You got to know that you can't go or you can go to, like, you got to know where you say, like, bro, like.
I got another question for you. Why you buy a house in Forney and not buy a house in the hood, these styles?
I don't know. I don't know.
Because you wanted a better life for
actually,
your kids.
No. Actually, we were trying to buy a house in the East. They were too expensive.
Okay.
We bought a house out here because it was cheaper. The land, it was a lot of land out here. Right. Matter of fact, we tried to buy a house in the East because we wanted to stay in the East because we don't like. This is not us. This is not me out here. You know what I'm saying? Like this is not my vibe. Like Erica even want to move to the East. Like, but the houses were so expensive we couldn't afford it. So we settled out here. It wasn't no like this is safe. Nah, I wanted to stay in the East. That's where everybody at. That's my pot. I'm comfortable. Like I want to stay. The East is not a bad place.
Nah.
It's not. It's not a bad, like we call it the hood, but like niggas that come from other places, that's not a bad place. So when you say like if my daughter want to go to a party in the East, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. Like why? Why would not be fine with that?
Right.
Why? You know what I'm saying? Like come on, bro. Like that's bro. Like I just hope as a parent, bro, I raise my kids right.
Yeah.
When you go out into this world, bro, you make the right decision. Simple as that. No matter what the fuck you going to doing this, hope you make the right fucking decisions and think with your fucking instincts and not get in no trouble and be fucking careful.
But I think at the end of the day, we all have the same concept. We want our kids to be better than what we were.
No doubt. No doubt.
When they get over. And I use, because my baby, we take like vacations, and my baby mama in Lakewood, she says, oh, you taking our daughter on these field trips.
Yeah.
Why is it a fucking field trip? When I was a kid, I didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, right.
Fucking, I go to Six Flags, and I thought that was like going to Cancun.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, I think at the end of the day, we just want better for our kids. This world's fucking cruel the way it is.
Yeah.
White, black, Mexican, you got rapists, you got niggas that would do shit all the time you want to.
Yeah, because I mean, even for me, me and my mom talked about that. When I was a kid, if you see me, I was like damn near sometimes only black kid in this environment. You know what I'm saying? And that was her thing. She was just like, I really just didn't want to put you. Even I think I went to a public school from kindergarten to second grade, and I seen a kid get beat up, and I came back home like, Ma, I tried to stop a fight. Dude told me if I don't get my ass on, he gonna whoop my ass. So she literally immediately took me out and put me in a private school, and that's how But she was like, she didn't want me dealing with seeing people get beat up and just that people coming from these crazy environments, because I wasn't raised like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's different. But the different, why I say like my upbringing.
Did you hang out with the white? You didn't really hang out with the white kids, right?
Nah, I saw the school.
Like you didn't hang like. I bet you if you did, you just saw some shit, bro.
Yeah, how do I put it? Probably.
Cause just me hanging out with the white kids and where we from, I was exposed to some different shit that I had never seen before. Different type of drugs, all type of shit. All I knew was like weed, some crack, but I don't fuck with no crack. Weed and alcohol and cigarettes. Yeah, that's what we knew. Nigga, we go over what we starting on about pills, heroin, all types of crazy shit, drinking, all types of shit, bro. That
pill popping,
never heard of before.
Yeah, it was like we'll have people that we like went to school with. They'll be getting into that type of shit, but like you gotta think like how I grew up. Like even in my neighborhood, it was predominantly white, but it was a few like blacks in the neighborhood. We kind of just stuck and hang together. And they went to the hood schools where when they got off the bus, they asking you what hood you from, and if you don't, they dropping your ass. But growing up in St. Louis, it was kind of like they was kind of lame to me. The white people was, and like it wasn't presented to me like I didn't really have a concept of like they were better than me. And even if I came home and I said something about like they said something about clothes, it really didn't happen much. But if I said anything, my mom would shoot it down and say, "Look at it like this. They got two parents in the home. You got one fucking parent, and they ain't got more than you at all." So my concept of white people and white people I was around, you didn't have more than me. And then to be quite fair, my mom was doing this on her own.
And see, like with that, bro, like that's one in a few. Yeah. That parents teach them that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, our parents didn't teach us or sit up. Yeah. Like no. Like so. Therefore.
Like you said, how she.
Brings you home from school, and
how she made you read the excerpt when they used to hang
like,
blacks.
So, like, you know what I'm saying? So like that's
they would
it's
get
very
off.
few black women or parents like that do that for their kids, bro. Like that. It's you know what I'm saying? Like
it's like when I tell people about my mom, they'd be kind of like shocked, like, and I'd be like, even like reading, right? You know, y'all be like, man, black people reading. I was like, man, my mom would be like, for when I went to the new school. Black History Month, I would just read Martin Luther King, and I get the same book, and I write the same fucking report. My mama, she noticed that shit. She'd just be like, "Hey, nah, put that back. You get Malcolm X, get Marcus Garvey, get this person,
get Huey Newton."
Yeah, that type of shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? This year you gonna read Huey Newton. This year you gonna read Malcolm X. You're not gonna read the same Martin Luther King. You're not gonna do that.
I always think MLK was the white people were comfortable with him.
Yeah,
He was
of
about
course.
peace.
It's more comfortable though.
But when we start talking about Malcolm X, because
exactly.
you never hear about Huey Newton,
Yeah,
Black History Month.
Nah, you know, but like even like I tell my friend, cause he'll be like, man, in schools they didn't have Marcus Garvey. I'll be like, in my school, bro, and like I say, I love history. I love history from 3rd grade. You know what I'm saying? When I got introduced to it, I would literally, that was the only book I took home and I read was the history book. And I think as a kid, I just kind of like, if I saw black people in the book, I would literally just flip to that page or whatever, and I just start reading. And that's just how I learn different things. So I would read about Marcus Garvey and a lot of people. I can tell you in 3rd grade, Marcus Garvey had like a little funny looking head, and he was black and big, and you know what I'm saying? He had the UNI. I could tell you all this stuff as 3rd grade, you know, because I would just read. But, you know, I say like my upbringing was kind of like interesting and different, you know.
Man, bro. Nigga, I'm scared out here when my son leave the crib, bro. Because I know he a black dude in this white environment. Like,
There are a lot of black kids that go to Forney or no?
Yeah.
But it's not more than the fucking white people. Like, nigga, this is a white people town. Like, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm scared, like, and then, bro, like, I ain't saying I don't think about that shit when I'm in the hood, but, like, it's a different type of danger out here. Like, niggas think it's like, niggas got to worry about niggas snatching your kids. Like, all type, like, you don't really hear about niggas kidnapping niggas in the hood, you know, like, kidnapping kids. You don't hear about, like, I ain't saying molesting, like, that shit big, nigga. Like, it's molestation. But, like,
You know what's funny? So my wife had a eyelash appointment today, and I was gonna go down 30, but there was a wreck, so I took 175 through South Dallas, but it's construction, so it like takes you through the hood. So I was like, I'm gonna take my wife like through some spots that we would hang out with.
Right.
So we passed the car wash, we passed a couple like burned houses to where you see people, and I was like, do you see the difference, like what they're dealing with versus how we were in Frisco and everything's painted? Yeah. But it's only like 25 miles apart from each other. Yeah. And we actually got to a point, they're building a new high school in South Dallas called Thompson High School. There's a big ass sign. It's going to be right next to Rochester Park. Vino, we used to hang out at Rochester Park like in the summertime when it was hot. But it's crazy. I told my wife, watch what's going to happen. Yeah. They're going to build this new school. Then they're going to be like, hey, we have these grants. Then all the white developers are going to start buying up these crack houses in South Dallas. Yep. And it's going to become Bishop Arts. But instead of like having a resource in making that, man, companies that look for different ideas to invest money in. So we started talking about this lady. I don't know her name. I think I'm going to meet her in a couple weeks. So she was about to lose her truck, lost her job. She was coming up there just trying to brainstorm and find something that makes it work. So she had a truck that was going to go back. So she started talking to this young black guy that was a tech guy. He was like, so what do you do on the weekends with your truck? She was like, well, I help people move. Okay, well, what do you mean? Like, I might help my neighbor move some couches or move some stuff. Well, do you charge them? She was like, no, I do it for free. Baby boomers.
I know, because I read a lot about Google and Amazon, Silicon Valley, venture capitalists.
So they use data to determine what they want to invest in. Right. But a lot of times the data can be, I don't want to say racist, but it's basically looking at only white business owners.
It could be manipulated.
It's not looking at it. Yeah. So we started to change the culture. We actually have Kendra Scott, who's coming to speak at a startup program. And instead of using big data, why don't you use the IQ? You can really easy I can give you an IQ test within an hour. I can give you an IQ test and I can see how smart you are. Right. And basically take the ideas, because America has been mystified and said that a good idea comes from somebody that's wealthy.
Yeah. Like the way we think.
In school, bro. Like, it's like just some niggas think differently.
Yeah, he's like
Albert Einstein didn't graduate high school.
Exactly.
But I'm sorry, go ahead.
But I think that too, because like I think like to a certain degree, like it's some dude that's probably in one of those bad neighborhoods who can create this crazy app and it works, or create whatever, you know. And I just think those markets are just super into.
Because like you said, it goes back to that. We said we brainwashed to think only good ideas come from good.
Because the way I look at it is, when you're desperate, and I know if I don't pay my rent by next week, I'm gonna do what I have to make to pay my bills.
Yeah.
You gotta
Ideas
start
start
forming, you start thinking of ways to get money.
Yeah.
It's just sad when you think like that, but
Yeah, it really
I'm
is.
hoping one day, man, before I leave this earth, I can bridge that gap because I know there's some smart brothers
Man,
and
it is.
sisters that just have amazing ideas from like the pickup to different technologies. Even a brother in Dallas that created the esports gaming center called Geek.